Hey friends, SGT here with a very important cryptocurrency update. At least I think it's important. I think it's really important to remain intellectually honest when it comes to these things, which is what I've been trying to do for better than a year now when I recommended that listeners consider taking at least a small step into the shallow end of the pool regarding cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin specifically. And that was, of course, when it was trading far, far lower than it is tonight, where it's poised to break through $2,000 USD at any moment. Now, one of the things that I've been saying as it pertains to the cryptos is there remains several schools of thought on the cryptocurrencies, and Bitcoin in particular. About a year ago, I did become vocal about the potential rise of Bitcoin back to stratospheric levels and advised listeners to consider taking a small spec position in Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation and as a gamble on the potential for the crypto to hit new all-time highs, which it has, and then some. Now, importantly, you should know that Cliff High's WebBot project predicted the current rise of Bitcoin, and if memory serves, this leg of the rise is predicted to go just slightly north of $2,000 USD. Then, if WebBot data proves accurate, one can expect a massive retraction, possibly as much as 50%. Before Bitcoin once again will continue to march to brand new all-time highs, with WebBot data indicating an ultimate price north of $10,000 USD. Now, in my opinion, that would be a price that would most certainly reflect the beginning stages of hyperinflation of the US dollar. But that actually leads me to another point, which is that I think the crypto space in total could be used by the banking elite, the money powers, to store dollars to prevent hyperinflation. Now, that's just a theory, but right now the total market cap of all the top cryptocurrencies combined is still well under $100 billion. In fact, it's probably closer to, well, let's just take a look here. Bitcoin, 33 billion, Ethereum, 12 billion, Ripple, 11, 12 billion. So that brings us to about 45, 55, 56, say less than $60 billion in market cap for all the cryptos. Friends, tonight we see Ethereum at $127, up $39 just in the past week alone, and there are reasons for it, very good reasons. But getting back to my point about Bitcoin, for critics who continue to demonize and doubt the viability of Bitcoin, the evidence is now tipping against them. Again, it's important to be intellectually honest about what's going on here. In late May, Japan announced that Bitcoin would be accepted as a legal payment method beginning on April 1st, 2017. And on May 11th, Cointelegraph reported that Australia will recognize Bitcoin as money and protect Bitcoin businesses while exempting the cryptocurrency from goods and services tax. Now, as you all know, I have a boatload of physical silver and some physical gold, and they have been money for 5,000 years. But the criminals on Wall Street use the COMEX to create unlimited amounts of digital precious metals to cap the prices of physical silver and gold. That will end someday, but in the meantime, these cryptos appear poised to continue climbing, which brings me back to Ethereum. I want to read some of this article from Wealth Daily. It's titled, "Ethereum is About to Boom." And as you look at just this last few months, this chart for Ethereum, we see a crypto that has gone from around $7 or $8 per token to tonight sitting at $127. And as I take you through this article, I want you to ask yourself, do you think it's implausible that Ethereum, with an $11 billion market cap, couldn't sometime in the future achieve a $100 billion market cap? A rise of 9 or 10 times, taking the price of Ethereum north of $1,000, as we've seen happen with Bitcoin? Of course it's possible. Through manipulation, through demand, through emerging technology, through new uses of the blockchain, Ethereum is really gaining traction. And according to writer Alexandra Perry, May 22nd kicks off the Consensus Blockchain Conference. The conference goes for 2 days and features workshops that educate attendees on the benefits of blockchain technologies. Without argument, she writes, Ethereum will be the star of the event. It's become the darling of many companies that are trying to improve their networks. And she notes it's probably why the guest list for that event is so impressive, including ABN AMRO, BNY Mellon, these are banks, Capital One, Citigroup, CME Group, a name silver bugs will certainly recognize and deplore, Equifax, Deloitte, DTCC, Bix Weir and I have talked about the DTCC. My lord, these are some of the same big boys and players on planet Earth that manipulate the precious metals markets. They're taking an interest in Ethereum. That should tell you something. In addition, Microsoft, LG Electronics, Infosys, New York Life, NASDAQ, Procter & Gamble, S&P Global, SAP, Scotiabank, Thomson Reuters. Recall Thomson Reuters and CME Group are stepping down from their role at the LBMA and the silver fix. Folks, there's something very, very interesting and very powerful going on here with Ethereum. To call the cryptos nothing more than a bubble or a Ponzi scheme or the next tulip craze meant only for the next greater fool is, I believe, quite foolish, because as you mark the recording and the date of this video, I think it is very possible that you may see a $1,000 Ethereum price and a market cap north of $100 billion. There are so many dollars in circulation. These banks are sitting on so many worthless dollars. Where are they going to put them all? And noted in this article is this statement: with all of these companies coming to see Ethereum, we can expect a surge in interest. Perhaps that's why we've seen such a big run in Ethereum just today. And she notes that a key conference speaker is Ethereum's biggest fan, the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance, or the EEA. If you haven't familiarized yourself with the EEA, you should. The EEA is a collection of companies that are devoted to developing blockchain technology, and the organization wants to use the Ethereum blockchain for business means, including the use of smart contracts and building decentralized apps, known as dApps. Existing members of the EEA include Microsoft, Intel, BP, and Thomson Reuters. Those big names are joined by dozens of startups. In the next 90 days, over 200 companies will be onboarding into the EEA. All new technologies are introduced slowly. Another reason that Ethereum is a long-term hold. Nothing happens overnight. In the case of Ethereum, it will likely trickle down to everyday users through big corporations. More companies in the EEA means more corporate backing for Ethereum. Ethereum is quickly overcoming an obstacle that Bitcoin struggled with: widespread adoption. Folks, the purpose for this video is not to jump on the crypto bandwagon. I've updated you as I have been dipping my toe in this pool of cryptos because I was not going to be entirely left behind should the train leave the station. Well, not only has it left the station, my friends, it's making a second lap, more likely a third, a fourth, a fifth. Where this ends, nobody knows. But anybody listening to this broadcast needs to understand, I believe cryptos are here to stay, and the question is, how high will these prices go? Sure, there will be undoubtedly corrections, severe corrections along the way, but there is no way that this type of interest nets out to a crypto that has zero intrinsic value. That is a thesis I do not agree with. Thanks for watching, and remember, $16, $17 physical silver is an absolute bargain. Visit our friends at SD Bullion and use the coupon code SGTReport to get a 10-ounce bar of physical silver at spot price. Physical silver and physical gold will help you survive the next calamity. My question is, will they be able to hold off hyperinflation by pouring money into the crypto space? That's speculation, but it's also intellectual honesty. Just calling it as I see it. Thanks so much for tuning in, and for real news 24/7, visit us at sgtreport.com.
It's a game, it's a con. Most importantly, it's a fraud. But yet this is still the system that passes for a pricing scheme for gold and silver.